Malcolm Alexander. He is the Innocence Project's longest-serving exonerated client, serving 38 years. In 1979, a crime took place that would change the lives of many forever. On a quiet night in Louisiana, a woman was brutally raped by gunpoint. The perpetrator's identity was never fully seen by the victim, leading to a chain of issues later on. But one man, Malcolm Alexander, would be wrongfully convicted and sentenced to life in prison for a crime he dared to commit. Malcolm Alexander was accused and convicted of aggravated rape. The evidence used to convict Alexander was a tentative eyewitness by the victim, based on an earlier unrelated encounter between them. While blood testing kits were available, they were never used. He served 38 years in state federal prison. It wasn't until 1996 until the Innocence Project took up Alexander's unfair case. They quickly figured out that the original rape kit and semen stain towel were destroyed. In 2013, hair evidence recovered from the original crime scene was found in the sheriff's office crime lab. The Innocence Project sought out to test the hair evidence and found it did not link to Alexander's DNA profile. Malcolm Alexander was exonerated from prison on January 30th, 2018. Alexander is now 63 years old and ever since 2018 has fought for financial compensation from the state of Louisiana. The TED Talk, We Need to Talk About Injustice by Brian Stevenson, talked about the massive imbalance in racial lines and social justice system. Tying back to the racial prejudice Alexander faced while going through the legal system as a black man, the Innocence Project statistics on DNA exonerations relates back to Alexander's case. According to the Innocence Project, 69% involve eyewitness identifications, 48 involved misapplications of forensic science, 60% African American. These statistics all tie back to this case in particular because the eyewitness was false, biological evidence wasn't used properly, and Alexander's skin color was black. Alexander's case can be related back to our class lessons about forensic evidence. This case, in particular, used the victim's tentative eyewitness as a direct form of direct evidence to convict Alexander. Case investigators never sought out to test any biological evidence from the scene, even though it was available. The lack of individual evidence is the main reason for the false conviction. If I was to defend Malcolm Alexander with the current advancements in CSI nearly 4 decades later, I'd use the advancement in forensic evidence to my advantage. The lack of individual evidence is scary. I'd use biological evidence to prove that it wouldn't link back to Alexander. Today, if I were to defend Alexander, there wouldn't be as much racism as there was almost 4 decades ago. The court wouldn't take his freedom just because of Alexander's skin color. We've generally, for the most part, have moved past segregation and racial injustice in the legal system.